So I normally go through with the eyebrow brush. I do eyebrows, then I do liner and shadow, and then I do mascara prior to doing my face. So I go through with my eyebrows and just even them out. This is when I'll find any strays or anything I need to trim. I'm not going to fuss with that today. It's really not that important, so I'm not really worried about it. Do my eyebrows. I am actually going to sharpen this. Because NYX has the thickest pencils in the world, buying their sharpener is must need. So I'm going to go ahead and sharpen this. I recommend sharpening your pencils. I do it once a week almost because I just like a sharper pencil. I feel like it's more accurate than a dull one. So I'll do both ends just to show, the befores and afters of, doing it. Makes it so much better. You get a nice clean edge. It's ready to go. This end really doesn't actually come out too much, and I'm actually very good at this pencil. I've been holding on for dear life, so I didn't want to buy another one. I really like this product, and kind of a grudging when it comes to buying new. So I literally, if you can see, just trace your eyebrow around the shape and then fill in. And you end up having it looks really bold at first and it'll be really intimidating and you want to take it off because you don't want crazy caterpillar eyebrows. But in this sense, the eyebrow will look darker, but it's filled in. If you're like me and you overpluck, then you have holes in your eyebrows and you've learned your hard way. So this is this one compared to this. You can see the differences. So I'm going to do a different one over here. This side I'll go ahead and just fill in like a crazy person. So you can see the difference in the two. If you do it outline first and then fill in, you avoid having erratic lines. So that is a definite, plus in that. So I can kind of fix that a little bit. So I'm like a crazy person. And you can always go over these a couple times, so don't feel like you have to skimp. Enjoy. Love makeup, love your eyebrows, love everything. The contour I'd go ahead and put on before the eyeshadow. I put it at the very end of both sides, and it just gives you a lift. Push-up bra for your eyes. Look at that. Okay, so then I go ahead, and I'm going to put on the primer for my eyeshadow. It's a little handy brush. I go ahead and just do it on my eyes. And then rub it in. And rub it where you're going to put the shadow. Where you put the shadow or where you put it, the shadow will last longer. So just, it's not rocket science. It's not a hard thing to do. Okay, so I'm going to do the shadow first. That's going to be the easiest for me. Today I'm going to go ahead and do the gray palette. So it's going to be these four. If you ever get these palettes and you don't know where they go, if you look on the back of any of these, they tell you which ones you want, depending on the look. So if you are being a first timer and doing makeup and you're like, I don't know, it literally says, number 1 goes here. Number 2 goes over here. So it's kind of, I don't want to say idiot proof, because that's rude. But I will say that it makes it a little easier for first timers. I'm going to go ahead and use my big Tarte brush for this. I'm going to go with a darker gray for my base. And I do one eye at a time. I don't know about everyone else. People do, one color. That's everyone's preference. So that's not what I do. And then I'm going to do, it's kind of I don't know what you would consider this color. It's like a khaki taupe color. I'm going to do it in the corner. Do it dramatic because you're going to wipe a lot of it off in the end. And then I'm going to take my contour brush. I'm going to use a little rose gold over that taupe just to give it a little bit of shimmer. I hope it's not awkward that I'm above the camera. So you can see, maybe you really can't. Hold on one second. You can kind of start to see how it comes together. Don't be afraid of it. It's not gonna It's washable. It all can come off in the end if it all looks terrible. That's why they make makeup remover. And then I'm going to take my blend brush from Urban Decay Naked palette. And I'm going to do a light pink and a silver. And then I'm just going to blend. Blending literally is just playing with the color you put on there. So if you decide to do a dark color here and then a blended or another color there, you can blend them all. It's not going to look bad. So I'll do a little more pink. Like I said, it'll blend it out, so make sure you do a lot of the color you really like. I don't mind my nostrils. It's kind of awkward. And there you are. There you have your eyeshadow start. For nothing. Alright. One day I'll get used to all this stuff in this world of recording yourself. Not today. I'm the kind of person that always feels like the one eye is darker than the other eye. Not a clue why. I just always feel like that it is. Double checking. You know, just gotta make sure you blend it all. Don't be afraid to put more on or less. It's everyone's preference, but maybe a little more pink on top. I think there's a lot more accent on this eye than there is the other eye. There's nothing permanent in makeup. You can't screw it up. So don't stress about it. Just do it. You can always, like I said, take those makeup brushes all away and start over. Okay, so now that I have my shadow on and my obnoxious eyebrows, I'm going to put my liner on. I line, personally, the inside of my eye and one line above, and then I smudge it, or I use eyeshadow and kind of smudge it. To each their own. It's definitely not a uniform situation. I don't know why there's got to be rules to everything in one way, so whatever works for you. So, this is kind of gross. And I'm just kind of in the habit of doing both lids on the bottom. The only problem I found with this eyeliner is it likes to run after a little while, but I don't know, you know, I know that that's part of it being a cheaper brand. And then do the top. I am not a winged liner applicator. I am a put it on and line your eyes. I don't hear my eyeshadow or eyeliner is flying away. So you can kind of see that it darkens everything and gives it more of a frame. So take the smudger, smudge all the way across. I'll probably get comments that this is a very non-conventional way of doing things, but it gets the job done. So I'm not really too worried about opinions. Alright, so next is your eyelashes. So eyelashes, you know, they're eyelashes. So you use your handy dandy eye curler. I do 3 because I wear makeup every day, so I want mine to be extra big because they tend to move around. I am actually going to surprise my dad today for his birthday and show up at his campsite. They decided to camp up here. Well, his wife decided to camp up here because I live here. So they decided that they would come up here and I would surprise him. So he thinks he's just getting a Facebook post and no text from me today. So kind of been a little standoffish. So I'm okay with basic makeup for a campsite. Not a big deal to me. Mascara. Alright, so I think I overwhelmed this mascara with changing the brush a little bit. Kind of overwhelmed it. I'm sure they put less in it because the other one was a smaller brush. So I liked volume, so we use a volumizing, I guess would be the word. And just do your thing. I have used Younique. I have used MAC. My favorite from MAC is the double brush where there's a thin brush and then it's inside of a bigger brush. I think it's called like Naughty or something. That's been my favorite so far, but I haven't bought it in a while. So that's the difference of your two, you know, with mascara and without. Really frames. So I do like Younique. I don't like the fibers falling down my face half the day. That's the only negative part. I sold Younique for literally 3 months and then I decided I'm not a solicitor. I can't make Facebook parties. It's not my thing. So some people are really scared of mascara. Obviously I'm not. But, you know, don't be afraid to go to town. Can only emphasize your already pretty lashes, you know. And then you take the brush. I have had many people tell me they don't like to do this, but I'll show you this way. Literally go and like, and the difference of the two, you know, is really, really big. And we always have Q-tips on hand in case you need to fix it. And my contact lens is having a party. Okay, so there's the eyes. So the eyes are done. So now we're going to do contouring. Next step